Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Nitya will
Hare,
start it
Hare
now.
Ram.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees to the morning Amrutvani program. Transcendental words of wisdom by His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji. In Namamrita, Prabhuji will explain the importance of Lord Varadev appearance day in addition to the Namamrita. Namamrita will be read by Sneha Barkal Mataji. Welcome to you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat.
Even improper chanting of the holy name yields beneficial results. General instructions. Even if one chants the holy name imperfectly, he still easily attains liberation. A principle of Prakashananda Saraswati to an assembly of disciples. In this age of Kali, one cannot attain liberation without taking to the devotional service of the Lord. In this age, even if one does not chant the holy name of Krishna perfectly, he still attains liberation very easily. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 25.30. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Shri Radharas Bihari Bhagavan ki Jai, Lalita Sati Vishakha Mata ki Jai, Giriraj Govardhan Maharaj ki Jai, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki Jai, Gaurang Nitai Mahaprabhu ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Samveta Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, Morning Chanting Program ki Jai, Vahara Dwadashi Festival ki Jai, Nityananda Triyodashi ki Jai, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. It is said, imperfectly, even if you are chanting the holy name, we get the benefit. There are three incidents which we will be discussing now. First is about Valmiki. He was a hunter. And even though Mara, he was not able to take the holy name, Ram. But he Mar. That was the work that he was doing. So then he chanted Mara. And then even though he was chanting this ulta name, imperfect name, he got the benefit. He chanted that, it is said, for 60,000 years he was doing this chanting. Plus, we find in Chaitanya Charitamrita, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had went in South India to visit the Kurma Brahmana. In the Brahmanas, he was there in the temple and he was crying, literally crying, after seeing the Bhagavad Gita. And the pronunciation of the Bhagavad Gita that he was doing was not proper. And everybody else was very much laughing. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, why you are reading all this way if you are not able to read properly? He says, my Guru Maharaj has told me that you have to read this Bhagavad Gita every day. So even though I am not able to pronounce it properly, but I am trying to follow the instructions of my Guru Maharaj. And then, why you are crying? Mahaprabhu asked. He says, whenever I see the photo of Lord, that he is holding the reins, I feel so much, upset that he is the owner of the entire world, but then also he's doing the menial work of taking the, and becoming a driver. Who will be more merciful than him who wants to serve his devotees? Seeing that bhava of the Lord, I always feel so much, in the ecstasy that how Dayavan is our Lord. And seeing that, my tears always flow. So understanding the mood of the Brahmana, Mahaprabhu told, you are perfectly reading the Bhagavad Gita, you have understood the Bhagavad Gita, even though you may be not pronouncing, but you have understood it properly. When the foreigners came first time in Vrindavan, the yajna were performed. And the smart Brahmana, Vrindavan Brahmanas, they were able to identify some mistakes in their mantra when they were performing. And they were not able to perform that mantra properly. So they were saying that they are foreigner people, they cannot perform the mantras properly. The pronunciation is not proper. Prabhupada says, I know their pronunciation is not proper, but their renunciation is perfect. Their renunciation, their surrender is perfect. So, even though, whatever way, like the Chinese, they are not able to take Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. But if the bhava is proper, the chanting is proper, Lord can understand. He's sitting in the heart. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannavishto mattah smriti jnana pohanam cha vedeshya sarve ahameva vedyo vedanta ved vedvidyo. So, whichever way, habit should be created that the name should be coming out properly. With enthusiasm, with full force, we should be chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Today is Vara Dwadashi. We should understand that any festival, any tithi of Lord, it is Bhakti Janani. It generates and increases our love for the Lord. The love is there in our heart. It has to be revived by Shravana Kirtana Jala. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, by continuously the Bhagavad Katha Amrita, when it goes inside the heart, it revives the love which is there inside the heart. So all this Madhava Tithi, which today is called as Madhava Tithi, Vahra Tithi, the Janma Tithi of Madhava. And why Lord appears? Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vitti tattvata tyaktva deham punar janma naiti mameti so Arjuna. So by tattva, we should try to understand all these tithis. Why Lord appears in the form of a Vara? Why he appears in the form of a Kurma? Why he comes from that Vaikunta or from that place where there is no Adi Devik, no Adi Bhautik, no Klesha. It is pure. There is no need to come in this Dukhalaya Shatvatam. So, Kunti Mata gives some reasons. In Bhagavatam, in first canto, in the Kunti Stuti, Kechidahurajatu punya shlokasya kirtaye yado priyasya anvaya malasya eva chandanam. Punya shloka kirtaye. To increase the kirti of the devotees, all the punya people, all the devotees who have dedicated their lives and surrendered to increase their kirti, Lord appears in their house. The second reason Kunti Mata says is, Apare Vasudevasya Devaki Yachito Abhyagata, because Vasudev and Devaki, who had performed 12,000 years of tapasya, and then you had come in the previous life, they had done 12,000 years of tapasya, and you had given the boon, and to fulfill that boon to the devotees, you appeared there. And then other says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanira bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam shrijamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge. To protect the devotees and annihilate the asuras, you appear. Then it is said again, Kunti Mata says in the 34th verse of Bhagavatam, in the first canto, 8th chapter, Bharavtaranya bhavo navo ivo dhado sidantya bhuri bharena jato hi atma bhuvarthata. Because Brahmaji had prayed with all the devatas to liberate the burden of the earth, you appeared to fulfill the words of Lord. And last thing, Kunti Mata says, Vayu appear. Bhave asmin klishyamananam avidya kama karma bhe shravanam smaranam arahanam karishye iti kechanam. Means that people are suffering because of avidya, because of kam, because of karma bandhana. To liberate from the karma bandhana, to liberate them from the avidya, to liberate from the kama desire, you appear by giving them shravanam, smaranam, and aranam way of process. You come to give them a karma process. And when they do this shravana, kirtana, and pujana, their karma bandhanas are destroyed. And that is why you come over here. So, as far as Vara Avatar is concerned, Lord, the earth had gone down. And there is very beautiful shloka in Vasati Dashana Shikhare Dharani Kavalagna Shashina Kalanka Kaleva Nimagna Keshavadrita Sukara Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare. In Dashavatara Sutra, Jayadeva Goswami speaks very nicely. The Lord Hari assumed this boar form just to take out the earth who had merged in the Rasatala by Hiranyaksha. To taste, we know that to have the Veera Rasa, to have, the Madhurya Rasa with Mother Earth, this Leela was performed. Veer Rasa with Hiranyakashipu, Madhuri Rasa with Mother Earth. And that's why the Mother Earth also is called as one of the Patnis of Lord. And it is said that Lord did Adbhuta Leela, just appearing from the nose of Brahmaji. Brahmaji was thinking how to save this earth, how to save this earth. And Lord appeared very small from the nose. Lord can appear from anywhere. He can appear from the, the pillar, and he can take the place in the womb. He is independent. We are not independent. We have to understand that. And he appeared, and then he assumed the Virata Rupa. It is said that the entire Brahmanda was covered by the Rupa of Vara Rupa. And then he soon, he was smelling, he was smelling into the Garbhodaka ocean. He went inside the Garbhodaka ocean, smelling, where is the earth, where is the earth? And then he brought the earth and remained floated on the water. Adbhuta Leela. The entire earth was floating on the Garbhodaka Sagara. And then Hiranyakashipu was there. He wanted to have a fight with him in the Veera Rasa. And in Veera Rasa, what he was doing? In Lord, at the end of the fight, he had just slapped. One slap he had given to Hiranyakashipu and he died. He could have given the slap in the beginning, but he wanted to enjoy with Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha was so powerful, so powerful. We know that he is Kumbhakarna. He is Shishupal, Dantavatra. He was the Dantavatra. The three avatars. Kumbhakarna. And the same is Hiranyaksha. So to have that Veera Rasa, he was fighting. Sometimes a Lord was getting defeated. Sometimes he was getting defeated. And the very nice explanation in the Vara avatar is given. But ultimately, when the Brahmaji and all were getting more anxiety, he just gave one slap. And that one slap, the entire Prana Firuz was gone away. So today, we should pray to Varadev that, like you saved the earth from the bottom, you save me from this material world and uplift me like you have kept the earth on your shikhara, and it is said, Shashina Kalanka Kaleva Nimagna Vasati Dharana Shikhara Dharati Tava Lagna. You know, Shikhari Dharani Tava Lagna means you have protected. So similarly, please uplift me from this material world, because you are the only hope which can save me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.